6 hours to chop down a tree, said Abraham Lincoln, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. The 16th President of the United States of America said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and he didn't go to chop the tree. Instead, he said, I'll spend the first 4 hours, 3/4 of the time to sharpen the axe, sharpen the brain, sharpen the house, everything. Once the children understood that, like the Japanese says, 90% they spend on sharpening the axe. Last 10% is the work. If you can plan it, work is less. That is, work smart, they say. We all forgot that. Hence the struggle. There was a story going around, the woodcutter. He was able to cut 20 trees in a day. Days passed. After a year's time, he was not even able to cut 10. And it continued, it became 5. At last he went and told the owner, I think I'm getting old. I'm not able to cut like how I was cutting 20 in a day. Now I'm not even able to cut 5. And the owner said, it is not that you became old. You have forgotten to sharpen your axe. Most of the people keep coming and telling me, I'm getting old. They have not sharpened the brain. There was a talk going on that a 108-year-old Nigerian doctor who looks like 40 or 50 years old, young, healthy. They all went and asked him the secret of his health, and he said, my father told me every day morning, please practice mathematics, tickle the brain for 2 hours. And even now I do it. When the brain is active, the body is healthy. The moment the brain goes down, body is down. Hence people telling, he has got depression, mind is depressed, the body is weak. You can't even look at the person. He looks terribly weak. The maintaining, sharpening the brain is very, very important. Not only the brain, sharpening every part of your body is very important. And especially the children should be taught. They are just reading and reading by heart and by heart. They have to plan the strategy, sharpen the core of the subject, understanding the core subject, the 3/4 of the time before they go to even write the examination. 3/4 of the time planning the strategy. In that planning itself, the answers flows. It strikes without thinking. Abraham Lincoln said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. The moment you marry, it is hurry-burry, gooseberry. The earth people went to the moon, it seems. And when they reached the moon, they found people in the moon. They are called the Moonies. And the Moonies were very inquisitive of trying to find out what is happening in the earth. So the Moonies and the people from the earth were discussing. And one of the Moonies asked the couple from the earth, in your earth, how do you make children? So the earth people said, can you show me how you make children in the moon? And the Moonies immediately took a pot. They stirred something, and then a child came out. And this is something great, the earth people said. So Moonies said, now you have to show me how you make children. So the earth people, they undressed. They started making love. And after the love, They came out and the Munis asked, where is the child? They said, the child will come after 9 months. And they said, if the child is coming out to 9 months, why were you in a hurry at the end? We were all in a hurry at the end. Sharpening is very, very important. You sharpen your house. The moment you get married, you are in a hurry, not even sharpening. Sharpening every part of the body of your wife or your husband, understanding. Once you get the knack, like the Japanese said, 90% is sharpening the axe, 10% is the work smart. The same is the love. Once love can move mountains. And if you can understand that one, the joint family is stabilized. And the family tree and the success story of moving forward without any especially sharpening. How do you sharpen? You sharpen it by putting the foot. It's very, very difficult. But they say the family sits together, eats together, prays together, grows together. But look at this one strategy, what I'm trying to tell. When the family sits together bum to bum, and the Japanese method of pouring the green tea into the other person's cup when it is empty, and the other person pouring the tea into your cup when our cup is empty. Same was, we putting the father putting the food into the mummy's plate, mummy putting into father's plate, and mummy putting into the son's plate, mother putting into the daughter's plate. But make sure the daughter, train the daughter and the son to put it back into your plate. And then you try this method. It is orgasmic, it is electrical, it is riches, it is powerful. If you take the food and put it into the mouth of your wife, and she not only, but she tell you, if she can lick in the fingers, I think it is powerful. You and your wife became one. The family created an electrical power. And the same thing when you do it into the children back into your mouth. The moment you hit, it's happening only in India. Only in India, they use the hand to eat, and that is a power. But in the Western countries, they lost because they're using the spoon and the knife, and hence they need toys for sex. But when the live body is there, there's no need a spoon and a fork. It is the hand, it is the body, the direct effect. Abraham Lincoln said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. Out of 6 hours, 4 hours he just polishes the axe. Sharpening is very important. Sharpening the brain. How do you sharpen the brain? Reading 1,000 times before you go to the stage. Many people say, Acharyaji, Swamiji, you are talking from the last 330 days. And most of the time we are not able to understand. Especially my children don't understand my English. My children are telling, your philosophy, your psychology is taking a lot of time for us to understand. But I told them, but I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. This is a stage I'm creating, how to start communicating with the people, my experiences. So I have decided that I have to practice 1,000 times before I go to the stage. So I'm not at all talking to you. I'm talking to myself. If you are listening, it's okay. Sharpening. I'm only using this stage to sharpen how I can communicate with the world. So and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. 4 sharpening the axe. Abraham Lincoln said, think of that. Everything. Don't be in a hurry. Try to understand. Rainwater harvesting. You don't need a plumber. Solar. Find out where we can get the solar panels and the battery. And we ourselves, when we connect, we feel more energetic. It penetrates. It gives us a path. One step leads to 10,000. But one step you put, you become unconscious that you're putting on the second and third because you're in a hurry to reach the factory. Reach the factory. When you come back home, make sure, sharpen it before you even ask a question. Sharpen it before you give an answer. That answer will be powerful. Think of that. That makes, once you have a body, sharpen the body. Once you sharpen the body, then the body is healthy. When you don't sharpen the body with exercise or your field work, where you're in deep intimate relationship with the vegetable garden or a fruit garden or whatever it is, you can see the beauty of the flowers, and your riches just follows you. You don't have to run after the riches. Abraham Lincoln said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." This is my 331st.